even the losers, that is the German side, not even German, but the Deutsche Bank side, the Ackermann, Schäuble, and Merkel side, they have been outmaneuvered in the sense that today we had the vote in the Bundestag, the German parliament, and this is now the deal that was submitted by Varoufakis and company has gone through the Bundestag. 542 votes yes, a number of votes no. Just about everybody in the CDU, Christian Democratic Union, that's Merkel, and the SPD, the so-called social democracy, Steinmeier, the foreign minister, being one of those guys, and that other guy, Gabriel, the deputy prime minister, they have voted for it. Then you had Schäuble whipping the votes. Schäuble going around and arm twisting some of the more extreme xenophobes, the Fremdenhasser, who have this idea that Greeks are lazy and that Greeks are greedy. Isn't that picturesque? But it went through. However, 29 defections, let's say, 29 of the members of the German parliament broke party discipline and have voted against it. Okay. So, again, thanks to Schäuble for whipping the votes. So remember, even the name of this is disputed, right? Is it the continuation of the bailout, the continuation of the austerity program, or the continuation of the financial aid program? You've got to have a period where you can find out what the financial situation of the Greek state is, because under Samaras, of course, it was very, very hard to know this. And remember, all the measures in favor of the 300,000 families, the electricity, the food stamps, the restoration of medical services, the 30,000 homeless families get all that, and any number of other things, right? The cleaning ladies were rehired at the finance ministry. The people from the Greek state broadcasting apparatus are in the process of being rehired. So there are quite a few things that are going on, and you're going to find any number of points where the wording is going to be redirected, or it's going to be reinterpreted through this wonderful principle of creative ambiguity. And we even have some of the people who are putting on a big show of indignation, I think, have carefully calculated what they're doing. I think the energy minister is Lafazanis, and he says, I don't like this deal. I'm not going to be bound by it. So that's already a beginning, a way to do this, right? Now, Greece also says they will honor their financial commitments for the next 4 months. So they're not going to declare a unilateral debt moratorium in the next 4 months. However, what can we say? The infantile leftist, right? The infantile disorder of leftism, especially rife among Maoists, Trotskyists, and Marxists of the British school, right? Remember, Marxism is a British creation, and it has been. So a lot of people not happy. The general idea is this. Think of that old, the Italian group from the 1960s and 70s, Lotta Continua. Lotta Continua was Maoist, spontaneist, had all kinds of names. But their favorite slogan was, well, they had a number. One of them was called La Spesa Proletaria, proletarian shopping, which meant go to the supermarket and shoplift what you want with a 5-finger discount. But the other slogan they had was, Vogliamo tutto e subito. We want everything, and we want it now. I'm sorry, from the anarchists of Kronstadt, who just about sold out the main port to the British and the French, to the anarchists that we've seen in so many situations. This instinct is, of course, very, very destructive. You can't have everything, and you can't have it now. Or, above all, you can't have everything now, right? You may be able to get some combination of it, but not now. So this is the idea. I just saw I'm afraid the Russian television RT is they're very ambiguous. They're very, what can I say, unreliable on this thing, right? They give equal time to the enemies of the deal. Because remember, the enemies of the deal are the ones who want to wreck the euro. That is to say, all the British devotees of the pound, all the U.S. devotees of the dollar, who want to essentially smash up Europe and loot it for the greater glory of Goldman Sachs. And it all goes back to that idea dinner at Moness, Crespi, and Hart in the spring of 2010, when they sat around with a Soros representative and said, how can we attack the euro? We can't do it frontally. $1 trillion a day is too much. But what we can do is attack the state bonds of the smaller peripheral countries, and that's the pigs, right? The Portugal, Italy, well, Italy, quite a large one, but Ireland, Greece, Spain, and so forth. Spain also a rather big one, but you get the idea. And that's what they did. And that was even investigated by the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, but the answer was they found nothing. Of course, they moved on because this was a high-level intelligence operation. So you're going to see. Now, the other thing is that the German decision is all the more remarkable. The Bild-Zeitung. The Bild-Zeitung is one of the most scurrilous and horrendous tabloid newspapers in the world. And it comes from the Springer Verlag, right? Axel Springer, or Springer, was this was one of the more extreme people that came out of the Cold War. So the headline on Bild-Zeitung yesterday was 9 huge no, Greeks are greedy. Boy, how dumb can you get? That money went into the pockets of Deutsche Bank. Can't you figure that out? The Greeks never saw a penny of that. This was simply a bailout disguised in this xenophobic cloak of trying to blame Athens for what Deutsche Bank, Goldman Sachs, and the idea dinner at Moness, Crespi, and Hart, it's all written up on Tarpley.net, what all of that had represented. So this is, in some ways you can see what's going on psychologically. It's a kind of a echo, or indeed a second or third echo, of the National Socialist period, the war, the Marshall Plan, and so forth. Anyway, the point is, it's absolutely self-destructive. It's really stupid, and it should stop. It has to stop. Back in a minute on World Crisis Radio.
Attention listeners, SurvivalLife.com is giving away free EverStrike permanent matches for a limited time only. These matches are waterproof and will light in any weather condition, rain, snow, or sleet. It will still throw a spark. Its built-in ferro rod strikes at 3,000 degrees, and it is good for 15,000 strikes. Normally, $15. Today, it's free. Get yours at freesurvivallighter.com. Again, that's freesurvivallighter.com. Hurry, supplies are limited. Visit freesurvivallighter.com today.
Are you hungry for delicious, nutritious, rich, and satisfying home-cooked meals? Discover the Vita Clay 4-in-1 Smart Organic Cooker. Unglazed Zisha Clay, an ancient secret that makes this fast multi-cooker so special. Infusing your food with incredible flavors, perfect texture, vitamins, and minerals for your good health. It's a slow cooker, rice cooker, a steamer, plus a yogurt maker. Go to VitaClayChef.com and enter promo code RADIO20 for 20% off at checkout. That's VitaClayChef.com.
We live in a complicated society. Stressful issues are always popping up. Have you ever been treated unfairly by someone? Have you ever been overcharged for a repair? Have you ever signed a contract or a document? Worried about identity theft? How many times have you been in those unique situations where you just wanted to call an attorney to find out if you're right or wrong, or what your legal rights are? But every time you think about calling an attorney, what do you think about first? That's right. Who do you call, and how much will it cost? Our friends at Legal Shield have found a solution. With a nationwide network of 6,900 attorneys who average over 19 years of experience, Legal Shield's law firms take over 40,000 calls per week helping their members. For less than $20 per month, you can have access to Legal Shield on everything from the trivial to the traumatic. Let Legal Shield stand up for your rights at lsprotection.com. That's lsprotection.com. Or call 855-340-SAVE, 855-340-7283.
Results will vary from case to case.
Most people know that drinking pure high alkaline pH water is the most important factor in maintaining high energy and vibrant health. Most experts agree that the water you drink should be at a pH level of 8 or higher. AlkaVision Plasma pH drops combine a unique formula of the most alkaline minerals. Using plasma pH drops is the best way to make your water alkaline to help you get rid of acid and regain your health and energy. Simply put 10 drops in the water you drink to raise the pH to a healthy level. Alkalizing water helps your body rid itself of acidic waste and increases the oxygen content of your body. Disease organisms like bacteria, viruses, and cancer cannot survive in an alkaline high pH environment. Order your bottle of AlkaVision Plasma pH drops now by going directly to alkavision.com. That's ALKA Vision.com. Or call 269-409-1776. 269-409-1776 today.
The Genesis Communications Network is one of America's premier broadcasters of captivating talk radio. We thank you for listening. Now, just imagine, there are thousands of people who are just as passionate about radio as you are. But what you may not realize is how easy and affordable it is to advertise with us. Radio commercials for your business could be heard on hundreds of radio stations across the U.S. every day. We can help you by creating an effective radio advertising campaign for your company. From script writing to producing your commercial, just like the one you're listening to right now. No other network provides the level of customer service we do. When it comes to radio advertising, we are your one-stop shop. And no matter how big or small your business is, we can help. Email us at advertise@gcnlive.com, and an experienced advertising executive will help you take the first step towards driving more customers to your business or website. Advertise@gcnlive.com. Easy, affordable, effective. A little right, a little left, but always independent-minded. The Genesis Communications Network, GC.
Crisis Radio here, and it's the afternoon of Friday, the 27th of February 2015. We wanted to point out that we've got some demonstrations going on. I'll give you the specs on the demonstration. Anti-Whirlpool and pro-picnic, in addition to what's happening with the demonstrations today in the area of Berrien County or Barbarian County. But let's look at what else is going on. This week we had the celebration of Armed Forces Day in Russia. It is specifically the Day of Remembrance for the Defenders of the Fatherland. There was a very nice reception at the Russian embassy here in Washington, D.C. I was fortunate enough to attend. I represented the Tax Wall Street Party and the United Front Against Austerity. I did not see other political formations of this type represented there, and that's as it should be, because this broadcast and the UFAA and the Tax Wall Street Party are indeed powerful forces for détente, for war avoidance, and for various forms of cooperation with Russia. So we want to honor the role of the Russian and Soviet armed forces, obviously in the Second World War, where as a historian, the only possible conclusion is that it was the Red Army in particular that bore the brunt of the fighting. The only thing we can add to that, I think, is that a lot of the equipment was manufactured in the United States. But in terms of the human losses, it's just beyond all comparison. And since I had given now the Russian fleet's lecture of September 21st, 2013, right, looking back